Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to here for Baz Games. And we are in Hearts of Iron 4 today. And it's finally here, we finally have the Hearts of Iron 4 series coming out. I'm so excited. This is actually like the 15th, 16th time that I've actually tried to record Hearts of Iron 4. But due to problems that I addressed in the What's Going On video update on my channel, um, you will get more information about what happened, why I wasn't online for past couple of months. I will put the link for that video in the description below as well for you guys who haven't seen it yet. Please go and check it out and see what is what. So we are going to be doing today the Sunflower patch. It's the newest patch that came out for Hearts of Iron 4, with a lot of new fixes for AI and naval combat and so forth and so forth. So I wanted to also I have the Sabaton music track disabled just because of copyright content, so that if you don't hear, that's why. But anyway, so we're going to be playing as the United Kingdom, just because you don't really see a lot of Let's Plays of the United Kingdom, and I think this will be a good idea to play a country that's actually really fun, but also pretty difficult being a such a large empire. So we'll select them. And the other update that the thing that came in the update for 1.2 of Hearts of Iron 4, you can actually now stream from different countries. You can stream from Germany, Italy, Soviet, France, United Kingdom, USA, Japan, and China, which is a neat feature. You can make Germany super strong, and they'll be almost unstoppable. We're not going to do that though, just because we want everything to be fair and on equal terms. We will be playing on regular. I have played on veteran, but just for the sake of having a nice let's play and going through everything, we'll be playing it with regular difficulty and historical AI focuses. We're also going to go Iron Man mode just because we can get some achievements that way. So that'll be excellent. I don't know why I can't do it, but okay. So I'm gonna start just quickly. Little save game here. UK. Let's play. There we go. Save and play. Alright, so we're going to be playing as the UK. Now, first things first is the UK is a huge naval force, so I will be trying to upgrade that. But also, because their early tanks is, to be honest, not very good, I'm going to be not building any tanks for the beginning just because it would be just a waste of production. Right, so UK is, as I said, pretty large, not island-wise here, but they control almost a fourth of the entire land masses of the world. So it's pretty big, huge position over here, over here, over here, and up there, and so forth and so forth. So we will be starting with our research. We'll go through everything, but we'll start with our research. Now, England, firstly, we need to get their production up and running, just because that's going to be crucial. And the construction as well, construction speed plus 10%, very effective. We are then going to go with engineering. We already have electronic mechanical engineering and radio detection. So that's very nice. This is something that Germany doesn't have, which is also a nice boost. So we're going to go mechanical computing for minus 3% research time. Then we're going to go with Navy. Because Britain is a huge navy, I'm going to get us the King George V class because that just screams Royal Navy. Alrighty. Now, free civilian factories. Now, the way civilian factories work in this game, if you're not aware of how Hearts of Iron 4 works, civilian factories construct everything, infrastructure, military factories, naval dockyards, all of these things. But they also work as your resources, basically your trade. You trade free civilian factories for resources like tungsten, oil, aluminium, steel, rubber, and chromium. So these are all things that you have to kind of balance out. You need to have enough civilian factories to build things, but also have enough resources to build get your production right now. Correct. So we're gonna get some civilian factories out first. Let's get one in Lothian. Yeah, Lothian. If I pronounce anything at any time incorrectly in this series of Let's Plays. I do apologize extremely for that. I am pretty bad at names. So if I'm pronouncing them wrong, please let me know in the comments below so I can learn as well, because this is also learning curve. So we're going to go military factories. Actually, I want to get a little bit more civilian factories. We'll get one in Aberdeenshire, Shire, that one. Let's get one in Wales, and in Greater London area. Okay, so we have 4 on the mainland, and we'll put one in Africa. Let's put one here. Okay, so we have 6 civilian factories built. So that'll make our total 40, which will be pretty nice. Now England doesn't have a lot of military factories, so we're gonna have to fix that. West Midlands, East Midlands, Greater London area, Wales. We'll build one in Lothian. Yeah, why not? Alright, so that's 5. Yeah, that's fine. Then naval dockyards, the lifeblood of England. So we'll build one in Wales, one in Cornwall, one in Gloucestershire, Sussex, East Anglia, Yorkshire, and Lancashire. Excellent. All right, now that that's out of the way, 3 military factories. So we have 7 out of 14 already building. Now this is going to take a little bit, but the British naval building system is very strange for me. So I usually simplify it much because they have one here, one here, one here of the same type. So I'm going to cancel the Amphion class light cruisers, the extras here. Now I'm just going to put 2 more here, and we'll just put 3 naval dockyards there. The submarines, I'll just add 4 more, 2 more extra, so we can build a little bit more submarines. We're gonna let them deploy in Cornwall. The Amphion class will deploy in Portsmouth. Right now, the destroyers, I'm also gonna do the same thing because we have like 9 destroyers in total. So let's quickly, I'm gonna make it 10, just because 1 extra destroyer can never hurt. Put that in Dover. Actually, no, in Sussex. Well, in Portsmouth. There we go. Alright, now military factories. As I said, no tanks, because we don't need that at the moment anyways. Let's get some motorized. Britain is a big fan of motorized, so we'll definitely get that out. Motorized, excellent. Then artillery. We need artillery badly. Get those artillery out. Because the Germans are very effective at artillery and anti-tank, so we'll need to counter that as best as we can. Alright, so we have 5 factories left, so let's put 2 of them in infantry equipment, 1 in civilian, support equipment, I mean. Alright, so we can build gladiator interwar fighters and interwar bombers, at least. And then we can build a lot of other stuff like naval bombers and carrier naval bombers and stuff like that. I'm gonna stick with the normal fighters for the moment, just because we need a lot of fighters to combat the German fighter groups. And also, I want to start building a battleship. Let's build a Queen Elizabeth class. It's the same that the HMS Hood was. So put 2 here, 1 here, and another 1 here. Excellent. We'll build 1. Let's build 1 Queen Elizabeth class. It'll deploy in Dover. We need oil now. As you can see, insufficient resources, free oil. So we'll trade one of our factories for oil. We'll trade with the good old USA. And then we have national focuses. Now, national focuses is basically the edicts that you choose to advance your country into a certain direction. Some of them you can choose all of them. Some of them are mutually exclusive, as for example, fortify Iraq or coerce Spain is mutually exclusive from each other. Now, England is pretty much restricted in the beginning, just because they need the world tension to go up to actually do anything, to mobilize and stuff like that, because they're a democracy. So I think we're gonna go with reinforce the empire, which gives us base national unity, which is always nice. Alright, we have low manpower. That's because we are on volunteer only. So we'll definitely get to that in a bit. So let's start organizing our forces. We're gonna get our troops together. And this tank division, I'm gonna separate that and get Neil Ricci to command that tank group, the tank division, as well as if we have any motorized divisions. Does not seem like it. Okay, good. So these guys will be commanded by Mr. Bernard Montgomery, Field Marshal, and you will be what color? Let's make you a red color, to match England. Also, another thing, we are playing on vanilla, uh, no mods added, just because of the sunflower patch and a bunch of mods are doing a lot of stuff on them. They update regularly, and this means that they are frequently not compatible with the save file. So that's why we're playing vanilla until the mods are calmed down and the sunflower patch has been catched up with the mods. Like for example, Black Eyes, excellent game, but it still gets updated weekly, and that means sometimes these save files get corrupted or lost. So that wouldn't be a good Let's Play series if we have to start over every week. So, but I will definitely start a Black Eyes mod at some point, just not immediately. As soon as they finish it, I will probably bring it out as soon as possible. So we're gonna get our fleets together here in England at Dover, just because I want to make new fleets, one to cover the English Channel only and one to cover the Eastern North Sea, just because I don't want any German U-boats or ships or convoys to come through here. 3 more destroyers here. Let's see. Also, I'm going to put my reinforcements on high priority because we'll definitely need it. We have a lot of infantry equipment missing as well as support equipment, which we'll definitely want to catch up. I wanted to do something, and I completely forgot. Oh yes, my theater. I'm gonna call you Home Defense Force. Alrighty, there we go. Now we're gonna do the Africa group. Gibraltar and Malta I'm gonna do separately. Make their own theater. Let's call it the Rocky situation. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna send these 12 ships of the UK just over here so we can combine the fleet that is in Alexandria, so we can organize our fleet better in the Mediterranean. Now our forces in Africa, we'll definitely need to organize them. Okay. The what shall we call it? The African frontier. There we go. Now we are going to Asia, just because we need to get all of these guys ready. Let's call you the Eastern Front. There we go. Now we'll also bunch up the fleets here. I do this with England just because it's much easier for me than to sort it out from fleets, and also to have a more concentrated fleet group. We have 2 more ships over here, like cruisers. Yes. Send them over to Singapore. Yeah, I did send to Singapore. Alright, so there's light cruisers, and then we have a couple of ships here next to America. We are not going to attack them at any time soon, so they can come and join the main fleet. We also have 7 ships here in Africa. I'm going to send that over to the Mediterranean fleet so we can bolster that fleet as well. Now, the Air Force, I am going to also disband, just because I don't like the positioning of them. Now, in beginning when I tried to record Hearts of Iron 4, but I had the problems with my recording software, I wanted to do Germany, just because the first couple of weeks the my other YouTuber friends on YouTube didn't do them quite well. They did make a lot of mistakes, and want to point it out, but they got better in the end. So I decided, we'll just try something new and different, and see where that leads us. Because it is a learning curves. Hearts of Iron 4 is simpler than its previous version, Hearts of Iron 3, but it's still a very intriguing and very complex game that needs to be learned. So let's make 250 interwar fighters here, and let's put our bombers. Where's a nice airfield? In Cornwall. Put all of you. I'm just gonna put all of my planes here. Same with my close air support. There we go. I'm gonna keep those other fighters in reserve just because I will need to back these up at some point. So that is basically it for this episode. This is basically just the planning phase and getting everything sorted out. But I promise we will start the clock next episode. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video and indeed this series so far, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe down below. It really helps out. And thank you guys so much for your support over the past couple of months of my absence. Just once again, you guys are fabulous and amazing. And we'll try to I'll try to get at least 2 or 3 of these a week out on the channel. And I'm trying to get these Stellaris Let's Play up and running again as well, but with a bunch of collaboration videos as well. But stay tuned for that, and I hope to see you next time. But for now, that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and goodbye.